some have just want to invest, they don't have money. So Bitcoin is basically based on the blockchain technology. So blockchain is something which is coming up very fast. Bitcoin probably has some regulatory issues. It is not accepted by a lot of people, but the technology behind it, blockchain, is probably one of the most important technological advancements for supply chains. Because by blockchain, what it does is it records transactions, the product descriptions. So if you're wearing a diamond here in Pakistan, you can actually know with the help of blockchain that when and where was the diamond mined. You have a tag related to it. So when was it mined, who mined it, then it was sold to which company, where was it sold then, and its entire life history can be recorded in blockchain. And when you get a diamond, you can get a history of this, that what dates and what timings and what prices was this diamond sold to, people, the middlemen, and it finally got to you. So blockchain is probably one of the, I think it is revolutionary as far as supply chains are concerned. So there certainly, apart from that, of course, there's that tracking technology also. When you're getting stuff, if you want to know where exactly is this, so I think tracking services are being offered in Pakistan also. If you get a truck, if you have imported something, so in shipments also, and in while it's on road or railways or by air, uh, not by air, but it's if it's ground and sea, you probably can track your shipment, track your products also. If so that is also something which are related to technology and which has helped supply chains grow and get more efficient, basically. So the purpose is to make them more efficient. Of course, again, cost, you have to get it in good cost, and then when you sell it, you have to sell it at a good price, and the availability, the timing, again, and the information, of course, is very important. The third most important component, apart from and financing, of course, is the information also. So the more information you have about your supply chains, the more efficient it is, and ultimately it pays off and you get higher profits. So I think technology has helped tremendously.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So, Mr. Umar, what do you think? How can a business's supply chain create value for its customers?
Well, of course, if you get your products at a good cost and at the right time, you can probably sell them at a very good cost, lower than the market. So ultimately, the benefit of it can be at the expense of some profits. The benefit of the cost could be passed on to your consumers, so they can get value from that. When some products are not available, if you have superior supply chains as compared to your competitors, and something which is not available with them, and you have that available, and your consumer wants it, so you can add value like that. The whole supply chain matters. The quality of the product also. If you're sourcing good quality products, you can give up good quality. I'll give an example. uh, I once with friends had planned to start a milk business. We were working on that. We worked on the feasibility of that. The only missing block in that, the only missing piece was that who will ensure the quality of the milk? Because even if I want to give khalis milk to my consumers, I will have my staff members working there. It will not be possible for me to be present at the place where cows are milked. So who will actually ensure that the milk is taken from the cow and it is supplied to the customer's doorstep without any mixing water in it, or in at the right time, and it should not have bacteria, like. So you have to have a cold chain in that, of course, if you want to keep it for some time. If you want to boil milk, then that also has its cost. So that was basically supply chain. There was a missing hole in the supply chain, because if you're supplying milk to somebody, and if your brand, if they know, your consumer knows that it is khalis milk, it is pure milk, then you can sell as much as you want. But it is very, very difficult to ensure that supply chain, the good milk is maintained till the end.
Yes. Okay. So,
So
thank you
that's
for
about
that. Mr. Umar, do you have any clue about how the software from SAP is improving supply chain management or supply chain finances, or are there any other softwares that are
Well,
improving?
I've not personally. Okay, so I've not worked with SAP, but I've heard a lot about it. I know companies who've made very good progress with this, because is what SAP does is it makes the supply chain process very efficient.
Mhm.
Anything which was being signed on papers, you're receiving products, and you're signing on papers and you're authenticating them. Everything now can be done through systems on a real time basis. So that, of course, if you so what happens is, if you supply something to a company, and so you get that receipt signed from them, and then you send it to finance, and the finance then verifies it, and then they authorize payments, and the payment is then transferred to the whole process could take from 2-3 days to probably weeks, because there was manual paperwork involved, and the finance person could be sitting in Karachi, while the other person, could be sitting in Lahore. So with the SAP systems or something of softwares like that in place, that time is reduced. Everything is done online on a real time basis. So all players are connected with that. Even your suppliers, your buyers are connected, probably, at least business buyers are. So and even your banks are connected. If I talk about supply chain finance, as soon as the order was placed and they gave their authorization on system, the banks could finance that amount, on online. They knew they have to finance it. This everything could be done in a matter of a few minutes or a few hours. So that, of course, has made it very efficient. And so I think software, of course, has contributed greatly to speed and efficiency of processes all over, including supply chain.